Oceanicod, we blevin stawaton galele jaketo kohig nugsko nakine talagia de lo quaste. Welcome everyone. This is Cherokee 3 here at RSU TV. I'm really happy to be here today, and today is our 44th Cherokee lesson. So as always, we're going to go through our story about the snake. We're going to read through that, and we're nearly finished with it. We should finish either this lesson or the next lesson, and then in the time remaining, we'll continue on with the Tojua Siquanid story. So come, idalena dalagi diwone. Let's get started. All right, so we're going to go through and we're going to read through the story, okay? I recommend that you read along with me. I'll try and read slowly so that you can read with me. Remember where the sounds change or where different sounds are left off as we read through this. And the more we do it, the better we get at it. Even myself, as I read through it, the better, the more I've read through it, the more I recognize that the word, this is, huak toast or, something galkwok, I get better at just looking at it and knowing what sounds are supposed to be where. That's not always true. Sometimes if it's new words or words that I don't read very often, I have to kind of fumble my way through it, okay? So, let's go ahead and read together. U wo du he un ja di I na da ko hig jage segi e he I gano hi li don he ni kan I go hu ste no ahyo hi he osta agisti galujik sawo iga I aisa ji squa ju hyo tlahi u go he no usti I nata gan ge no hulti Uwo du zahi unajei inada uwo duhi unjati ale udanti nigoste dikanti. Okay, before we go to the next paragraph, let's go ahead and read through it a little bit quicker. So I'll read back through and we'll do it at a little bit faster pace, okay? Hopefully you were able to follow along. So go ahead and try to keep up. Remember, the more we do it, the better we get at it. Okay. Uwo duhi unjati inat. Kohi chike sagi ehe kano hili donhi ni kai go hustano uyo hi hehi ostagisti galujik sawu iga iai sa ji squa ju hyo tlahi ugo heno usti inat gange nano hulti uwo du zahi Una jei inad uwo duhi unjati ale udanti niguste dikanti. Okay? We'll do the next paragraph. We'll do it slow first and then quicker the second time. Gano hili do hi no ule stane ule wistane uk tostanei uyo siske di kanti G squano, duna ne le si nuen dagu, he la skino, nun do dagu, na se, G stu, de kane he, ju hyo tlahi, iu go he, na da, gang ge, wo du he, don di, ni go stay, se no, na he, ta sahi. Okay, a little bit faster. Kano hi li do hi no, ule huis tane, tos tane, yo siske di kan di, G squano, duna ne le, si nuen dagu, he la skino, nun do dagu, na se G stu, dikane he, ju hyo tlahi, iu go he, na da, gang ke, wo du he, don di, ni go stay, se no, na he, ta sai. Okay, again, we're going to read this one a little bit slower, then we'll get a little faster. G stu no, na ne le, hi ano, nu we se, o si o, iu we na se no, kle hi no, gano hi li don hi, iu go he, na da, ton, na gu ge se se no, don di, ni go stay, le, yo si ske, ni go stay, gano hi li don ni gana, de gane he, ule wis tane, una ne le, na da gana, kawogi. Jistu no, duna ne le, hi ano nu we se, o si o, iu we na se no, kle hi no, gano hi li do hi, iu go he, na da, ton, na gu ge se, se no, don ti ni go stay, le yo si ske, ni go stay, gano hi li don hi, gana, de gane he, ule huis tane, una ne le, na gana, kawogi. Na gule, gano hi li don hi, ju we na sa, we te, hui, anigina, dali se he, na gu no, wo du hi, za di, na da, we kwa chen, le, si gu, di kan di, yo si ske, gano hi li do hi no, we do li je, ton, hui, una ne le, wa yesti, ju we na san no, te gane, yawi, dinal ski si sa unal ski sti, dige sa Okay, so this is the part where they're talking about that he heard when he got home, he heard that they were going to have a dance, right? We'll read a little bit quicker. Na gule gano hi li do hi juwe na sa hui te a hui anigin dali se hei. Nagu no uwo duhi una unjati inata uwe kwachu ale sigu di konti uyo siske kano hili dohino uwe doli jei uton ahui una nele uhwa hesti juena sano utagone yawi dinalski si sai unalski sti dige sai. Okay, so now we'll read through this. Ni gada ani sanoyi unilu te. Okay, nigada, all, ani sanoyi, all the nighthawks, right? All the ones that go around at night. Unilu te were there. They arrived. Na hi you know sanoyi anal ski ske aji lai gota dani no giske juweti di kano gisti. Okay, at that time, Sanoye, at that time at night, anal skiske, they were dancing. Ajilai, at the fire, gota, they were dancing around the flames of the fire. Danino giske, they were singing. Juweti, old Dikanogisti songs. Okay, we've gone over that part before. This is just a little bit of review. Okay, so at that time at night, they danced at the fire and sang old songs. Inada ulu te du wistane ino gawateyit Yahweh anal skiske. Okay, so Enod, the snake, ulute, arrived, do wishtane ino, and then he went around gawadeit, kind of everywhere, or Yahweh analskiska, everywhere the dancers were going. So he went around the outside of the dancers. Okay. Like he surrounded them, okay? Inata ulu te du wis tane ino gawateid yawi analskiska. Inata no utana ale ganahida Dudanese, Gawaduid, Yahweh, Ale, Yahweh, Dune Nulawistane. Okay, Inatano. And the no, remember that means and then. Inat, the snake. Inata no, and then the snake. Utana, he was big. Ale, and. Ganahida, and long. Okay. Dudanese. He stretched, Dudanese, he stretched Gawaduida all around, okay? He stretched all around him, okay? Yahweh, the people. So he stretched all the way around the people, Ale, and Yahweh, the people, Dune nu la wis tanei. Dune nu la wis tanei. Okay, they were pinned in. Okay, they couldn't get out. Dune nu la wis tanei. Okay, they were pinned up. So this is new. So we'll read through it a couple times. Inatano utan ale ganahid dudane se gawadu we don't yawi ale yawi dune nula we stane. Okay, let's read through this a little bit more. Inatano utan ale ganahid dudane se gawadu we yawi ale yawi dune nula we stane. Okay, so that's as far as we're going to go with this part, or with this story about the snake. Okay, so we learned that the snake, he's grown really big, and he's really long, and so he went and he stretched himself around them, okay, around all the people, and the people were pinned in, okay, they were confined. All right. So I believe next time we'll go ahead and we'll just spend the rest of the class and we'll finish out this story completely, so that we'll have read it all the way through, okay? So now we're going to switch over and we're going to talk a little bit about Tojuwa Sequanid. And most of it is review, and we'll try to get far enough through. I know at this point these stories are getting fairly long, so it takes a little bit of time to go through. But as I've said before, the more times you hear it, the more it starts to make sense for you. So, and you never know when it's that one time of repeating it that it starts to click in your head. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll read through at a moderate pace. Especially in the beginning, and then we'll slow down as we get to newer pieces, okay? Okay. Hiolegis hi a askaya a yetli chikadog. Do you know this man standing in the center? Niole ganyik Redbird Smith do don't eh? Toju Wasiquanid do don't eh? Jalagika di. Sida ojali he lega ia he in juskeda askaya. Sagu iagayel chanel skoet sku higsko hi udain ne toju Wasiquanid. Kohi chik kuye gwoni sonela du sine ojali heli gon udetiska. Klaskinon do yoganto do udetiska. Toju Wasiquanid udetiska yinustan. Ani gadu wagi ani yawi ya gatiyo anegon. Gato ke Toju Wasiquanid uskedjik. Tojuwa udod Pig Smith do don't eh. Sequanid Jalagiga ti do don't eh. Only Smith ani yoneg do no eh. Se gotlana aski jage se usti. So he was, what was Tojuwa's father's name? Pig Smith. And what did he do for a living? He was a blacksmith, right? Gotlana aski. Tojuwa Lizzie Hildebrand do don't eh. Ijul ajalagi ale adejege se. Jalagi uweti di stoski dalus tane han lisi udod. Ijula jukayeleke uweti jalagi nanda neha duno hihune. Didat no whisky ge se udod. Nudenes tojuhwa ani kayeleke dini na whisky unino sele sikwani tojuhwa didati nehi nidagals tanisa klaskin hesti nigals tana. Sikwanid unasa agusa sam tojuwa udehod. Anoji ayawe yage se agusa sam. Nuls tanana ale uweti unino hetlan anijalaki anigusa ale aninoji dak tahe agusa sam. Osta adelo kwaski gehe tojuwa. Udanto ale toga woniski gehe. Du yukta no leji yukta gehe. Sawu I agayel chanelsko etsku sonelsko tojuwa unikituwa gisk ajistenegest skadugi didatini dohi gehe. Nahi yu chikesa chalagi aneha aya tohi hangehe. Une gujit nanda neha. Chalagi ayetli udigale yo zangesa. Dan kliha anlena undalena unadalska. This is that sentence that always gets me. Okay, dan kliha unlena. They started fighting. Jundalena unadalska. Okay, different. They started fighting. Different groups started to fight. Okay, Jundalane. Different groups started to fight. Squeeze dani yone gone he. Tla unelagi elisa yegese. Ani yoneg du do tlansa udu li he. Aya tasti anita lagi aneha. Ani yoneg das commission uno tlane. Duni sesti aneha anita laki. Das commission unduli he ayetli unitisti ka don anita laki. Kato uni he nikata anita laki tla ani si yawi ha yegese. Ani yoneg unduli he duni nehti ka don nikata anita laki ane. No le Duni skoltoti, unioneg, anioneg, untetikadon, unateti. Tla yunduliske anijalagi yinulstoti. Okay, they didn't want them. They didn't want this to happen. Nigalstanuska ani gatuwagi dindatinehi ani aneliske duyukta galohisti unkeoska. They forgot, right? They thought that they had forgotten duyukta, the true way of being, right? Nigalstaniska anikatuwagi dindatinehi. The Katua leaders, aneliske, they thought, duyukta galohisti, the true road, unkeoska, they forgot. Unetlanahi dunkeosa aneliske anikatuwagi, the Katuas thought that God had forgotten them. Duna chaos, okay? Ani gayela hi a nuniwe sela tojuwa jitoha led jitoha leda talagi iunatanti jigalo sohanski. Okay, this is the Anikayel, the elders. Hi'a nuni we sela told they told this to Tojuwa, Jitoha leda talagi bring back the ways of the Cherokees that had passed by, that had left, right? Udatanesquo didadlosti. Utadanesquo. They also asked didadlosti. Galakti wunesti. Went to go get they asked him also to go get the sacred belts, okay? Didadlost is belts, galakti, sacred or beloved belts. Okay. Bob Ross do nae didadlosti klaskin jujeli igese. Okay. So Bob Ross had the belts. Do nae. He had the belts. Klaskin, however, jujeli igese. They weren't his. They didn't belong to him. Bob Ross udod John Ross kese. So John Ross was Bob Ross's father. John Ross jalagi ugawiyuhi gese. Okay, John Ross was Cherokee, used to be Cherokee chief. Tojuwa, Dakini Waters, Ale, Wilson Gertie. Undu dale, didadlosti, we do ni nesti. Okay, so they were tasked with going and getting these belts, these three individuals. Dakini Waters, Didatini dohi, ajistanage kadugi gese. So Dakini Waters was leader of the Illinois district, right? Ale Wilson Gertie Didatini dohi, nuyuhi And Wilson Gertie was leader of the Canadian district. Kohig didad losti ani squan go tana ugawi yuhi. Okay. So in times past, it was the responsibility of the chief kept the belts. Anis kwan go tane. Okay, that means to keep something, store it, take care of it, that kind of thing. Ase no John Ross uyohu se le. However, when John Ross died, uwej eliske, his son, thought didad losti dunjele Ross dudatini dina that the belts belonged to the Ross family. Not all Cherokees. Okay. Hi'a ani zo'i ani skaya John Smith unina se didad losti we do gisti. Okay. These three men told John Smith to go and get the belts. Didad losti duni toli saha. Oh, didad losi dun toli saha eliske Bob. Okay, so eliske thought didad los belts dun toli saha borrowed. They borrowed them. So Bob thought that they had dun tol sawu that they had only borrowed them. Okay, dun tol sawu. Okay, or you could also say dun tol sewu. Okay, you could say dun tol sawu, or you could say dun tol sewu. Both kind of, in English, both kind of mean the same thing. Okay. Nole, John Smith, didad losti, we do ne se. Okay. And then John Smith went and got the belts. Or so. Sita duni na'o didad losti anikatu wagi. So still duni na'o, they have them didad losti, the belts anikatu wagi, the katuas. So the katuas still have the belts. All right? Okay, so I believe we're getting into new territory now, so we'll go a little bit slower. So, Sawu iyagayel chanel skoet sku gal kwa skon sawu tojuhwa ale Lucy Fields unanelde. Okay, Sawu 1 iyagayel 1,000 chanel skoet sku 800 gal kwa skon 70 sawu 1. Okay, so that's 1,871 or 1871. Okay, so it's a date. Tojuwa, Redbird, Ale, and Lucy Fields, Unanelate, they got married. Okay, Unanelate, they got married. Okay, let's read through that a couple more times. Read it slow, read it a little bit faster, and then at a conversational level. So, Sawu iyagayul chanel skoet sku gal kwa skon sawu tojuwa ale Lucy Fields unanelate. Sawu iyagayul chanel skoet sku ganel kwa skon gal kwa skon sawu Tojua ale Lucy Fields unanelate. Sawu Yakayel Chanel Sko it's school Galquan Skon Sawu. Tojua ale Lucy Fields unanelate. Okay, they got married. Okay. Skon he dun da tina dun da tina okay. Chanel ani chuj ale tali ani ge huge. Okay, so this one maybe some of you understand. Let's read through it again. Skohi dunda tina or dunda tina Chanel ani chuj ale tal ani ge huge. Okay, skohi dunda tina Chanel ani chuj ale tal ani ge huge. Okay, so those of you that know it, give yourself a pat on the back. For those of you that are only picking out bits and pieces, you're on an awesome path. And for those of you that are completely lost, that's perfectly fine too. You know, we're all at different places. I kind of had to read through it, and I was like, oh, I know what it's talking about now. So, skohi, 10. Skohi, 10. Dun da tina Okay, this is from, I believe we talked about this word back in Cherokee 1. So it's been a while. Dun da tina Dun da tina That means to have a family, to have kids. This is one way that people talk about whenever they have children. Dawa da tina, right? Dun da tina They had kids. Skohi dun da tina They had 10 kids. Skohi dun da tina Chanel ani chuj 8 boys. Ale and tal ani ge huge and 2 girls. Okay? So let's go through this just a few more times. Remember, we talked about when having children, this word dun da tina Okay, this is one way to talk about it. Or some communities just use the living verb for to have, okay? Like doggy, ka, I have, okay? I could say sawu agehya doggy agi ka. I have one girl, right? Okay, and so I can say it that way, okay? Or I can say sawu awadatina, okay? I have one child, okay? Sawu awadatina. Okay, skohi dunadatina dundatina dundatina Chanel ani chuj ale tal ani ge huge. Okay, remember, achuj is one boy, ani chuj, more than one boy. Age huge, one girl. Ani ge huge, more than one girl. Okay? Let's see how close we are first. They had 10 children, 8 boys, 2 girls. Okay, let's go to the next one and see what we have here, okay? So, this is fairly easy because most of it's in English, right? John, Ella, Sam, Thomas, Susie, George, Mose, Richard, Kaya, Ale, Stokes, Dundon, Yonegiganti, Jewage, Juni kahe. Tojuwa ale Lucy. Okay? I think this should probably be Jiduni kahe. Would be better. Jiduni kahe. Jiduni kahe. That would be better. So we're going to make that change in our head. So John, Ella, Sam, Thomas, Susie, George, Mose, Richard, Kaya, Ale, Stokes, Dun Don, Yonege Gunti, Juwage, Jiduni Kahe, Tojua, Ale Lucy. Okay. Ale and Dun Don were their names. Yonege Gunti in English. Juwage, the children. Excuse me. Jiduni Kahe, that they had. Jiduni Kahe. Okay. Tojuwa, Redbird, Ale, Lucy, right? Excuse me. Okay, John, Ella, Sam, Thomas, Susie, George, Mose, Richard, Kaya, Ale, Stokes, Dun Don Yonege Ganti, Juwage, Jiduni Kahe, Tojuwa, Ale, Lucy. Okay? So this was their Yoneg names, right? All right, so let's go back through and let's read. Let's go back one more. Okay, let's start here, okay? Sida du ni naon tita dlosti ani gitu wagi. Okay? Sida still du ni naon. They have habitually, they have them. Tita dlost, the belts. Ani gitu wagi, the katuas. So still the katuas have in their possession the belts, okay? Katohyat, how do you say? Katohyat tita dlost. Katohyat tita dlost onegigant. Belts tita dlost. Katohyat sita. Katohyat sita. Still. Katohyat anikatu wagi. Katohyat anikatu wagi. The Katuas. Katohyat du ni naon. Du ni naon. They habitually have them. Du ni naon. Okay? So if I were to ask you, Kag du di naon tita dlost. Gog, who, du ni naon, has tita dlost, the belts. Gog du di naon, du ni naon. Gog du ni naon tita dlost. You would say, Ani katu wagi tita dlost du ni naon. The Katuas have the belts. Gog tita dlost du ni naon. Who has the belts? Ani katu wagi tita dlost du ni naon. Okay, the Katuas still have the belts. Okay. Sawu iyagayel chanel skoitsku galquasko sawu tojuwa ale Lucy Fields unanelete. Okay, so 1,871 Tojuwa and Lucy Fields, they were married. Okay, so that's what every single word does. Gadohyat, sawu, Gadohyat sawu, one. Gadohyat Sawu Iyagayul, Sawu Iyagayul, 1,000. Katohyat Chanel Skoit Squo, Chanel Skoit Squo, 800. Katohyat Galhua Skon, Galhua Skon, 70. Katohyat Unanelade, Unanelade. They were married. Katohyat Tojuwa, Katohyat Tojuwa, redbird. Katohyat Ale, Ale, and. Okay? Hilaya, Hilaya Unanelade, Tojuwa Ale Lucy Fields. Hilaya, when, Unanelade, Tojuwa Ale Lucy Fields. When was Tojuwa and Lucy married? Hilaya Unanelade, Tojuwa Ale Lucy. Tojuwa Ale Lucy Unanelade, Sawu Iagayel Chanel Sko Itsku Galkwa Sko Sawu. Okay? Okay, this one says, Skonhi Dunda Tinae Chanel Ani Chuj Ale Tal Ani Ge Huge. Skonhi 10 Dunda Tinae. They had 10 children. Chanel 8 Ani Chuj boys, Ale Tal Ani Ge Huge, and 2 girls. Okay, Gatohyat Chanel. Gatohyat Chanel 8. Gatohyat Tal. Gatohyat Tal 2. Gatohyat Skonhi. Gatohyat Skonhi 10. Gatohyat Ani Chuj. Gatohyat Ani Chuj boys. Gatohyat Ani Ge Huge girls. Gatohyat Dunda Tinae. Dunda Tinae. They had children. Okay. Hilayani Ani Chuj Dunda Tinae. Hilayani Ani Chuj Dunda Tinae. How many boys did they have? Chanel Ani Chuj Dunda Tinae. Ani Ge Huge no? What about girls? Tal Ani Ge Huge. Good. Okay. John, Ella, Sam, Thomas, Susie, George, Mose, Richard, Kaya, Ale, Stokes, Dundon'e, Yonege Gati, Juweji, Jiduni Kahe, Tojuwa Ale Lucy. Okay, so their names in English, Juwej, the children, Jiduni Kahe, that they had, Tojuwa, redbird, Ale, and Lucy. Okay? Kato usti dundon yonegi gati, Juwej Jiduni Kahe Tojuwa Ale Lucy. Kato usti dundon what were their names? Yonegi gati, in English, Juwej Jiduni Kahe, the children that they had, Tojuwa Ale Lucy. Okay, then of course John, Ella, Sam, Thomas, Susie, George, Mose, Richard, Kaya, Ale, Stokes. All right? Okay, so that does bring us to the end of our lesson today. Hopefully you got a lot of good information out of it. Hopefully it was very helpful for you. In the next lesson, we're probably not going to talk a whole lot about, we're not going to add anything new to the Tojuwa story. Rather, we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish up the snake story because I want to go ahead and at least get that finished, even if we don't get this one finished by the end of this course. Okay? So from all of us here at Cherokee Nation and RSU TV, I just want to say, well, thank you. Don't doggone